4. It's about the Wolverhampton show, which was scheduled for 4th November, and issues around it. A press statement that was put out cancelling the show, and a counter press statement that came from the organizers, or better still, the promoters of the show, in this case, Bizzle Entertainment. So many things are to be explained. Initially, we thought we were going to keep it like that, but it has become necessary that we go deep into it to put out some of these hidden details so everybody will be clear, so that the name calling and all those saying this and that would end. Now, let me start this way. Our stay in London, and when I say our stay, I'm talking about Shattawale and his team, aka Shatter Movement. Our stay in London was not for a tour, and everybody should get this right. We did not go to London for any tour. Our main purpose of going to London was for the performance at Ghana Music Awards UK. And whilst there, in fact, knowing the time we were going to be there, we knew some activities ahead of us, so we decided to do those activities there. One, the release of Shattawale's single, that's incoming, featuring Techno and Davcadotv Entertainment. And again, Shattawale had a birthday, as well as his girlfriend Mali. They both had birthdays, and Shattawale wanted to give the girlfriend some birthday treat as well. So he was also going to be there around the same time, because they are all in October for their birthday celebration. And again, because Shattawale had released a single, we knew it would also be important that he appears on some of these mainstream international platforms. So once again, he decided to also stay within that period to do it. But this is what happened. Whilst there, we realized that the performance at the Ghana Music Awards UK really did not satisfy the people, because of course it was an awards event, so you couldn't perform for long hours. You could only perform for a certain stipulated time, and that we did. Incredibly beautiful. Shattawale's performance, coming from the sky and all those things, I know that has been talked about several times, so we'll leave it for another time when it becomes necessary for us to go into it again. So just so you know, after that, we were getting calls, in fact, for calls to perform. If we had answered to all of them, if they were able to meet our demands, I'm sure we will not even be sleeping in our room one day, because calls from everywhere, like every corner, every city in London, someone was calling us from there for either an appearance or for a performance. But because that was not the main target, most of them were ignored. And those who are watching me and they're in London and they are closer to some of these people, I know they would confirm to what I'm saying. So after the single release, activation started. The song is doing well. So far, Incoming is doing so well, making all the good numbers on all the top charts all over the world. And we are so proud of our fans, our consumers. We thank them for supporting Incoming. So whilst there, we knew that some people wanted us to make appearances in the name of promoting our single, because when you have a new song, one of the best things you can do is to make some appearances on the song, so people will get to know it. So we said, okay, whoever brought us to London should take care of some of these things. In this case, Alodia Promotions. That okay, so if you want us to make any appearances, book through Alodia, because our stay there was on him. Our stay there was in line with his activities that he was doing, and he brought us in there. So whoever wanted to do any other thing or to have any other thing with us should book through Alodia. So once again, Alodia can tell you so many calls came to him from different angles, different places, people calling from all over London, looking to get him to do this and that with Shattawale. But once again, Shattawale has his standards. But this particular one, I think Alodia proposed to Shatta that okay, he would have to make an appearance at Wolverhampton, a place called the Hangar, and it was agreed. It was agreed to the terms as Alodia agreed with them. Of course, he communicated with Team SM. It was agreed, and Shatta, before the issues, did a video endorsement for them. Of course, you guys have seen it. He himself posted it several times. Whilst we were waiting for 4th November, unfortunately, because of weather changes, because of environmental changes and maybe other factors, Shatta got unwell. Or better still, he got sick. And within that time, he needed prompt medical care. Thanks to our Lord once again, he got us some private doctors, nurses who took care of him. I wouldn't stress much there because I know the system there is different. To the people who took care of him, once again, we say we are grateful. Thank you for giving him back his energy once again. So, promotion started. Shatta was posting it left, right, and center. After all, everybody who has been following him on his social media pages, you might have seen him post it once or twice or even more, and he's been talking about it all the time. But right after, that was when he was attacked by the flu and the cold and all those things. So really, if you go through all these things, your energy levels will not be the same. It will surely come down. But the gentleman was ready to do the show because time was approaching. Then we decided that, okay, this is how we want to do it. To go to Wolverhampton, you would need to drive about 3 to 4 hours to get to, from London, where he was staying or where we were living, to Wolverhampton. And what it means is that it is going to be about 3 or 4 hours stress again, which can... Sorry about this. It's going to be about 3 or 4 hours driving, which can once again revive. Because of the stress that he will go through, he can once again get attacks of whatever sickness that was disturbing him. So we said, oh, let's avoid that. Let's avoid this. So the little energy in him, we can maintain it, restore it, for him to get that energy to perform. So if it will be good, let's airlift him from London to Wolverhampton. Then we suggested that, okay, at least a chopper of about 3 or 4 passengers should be fine. Let's airlift him from London to Wolverhampton so that when he gets to Wolverhampton, that energy will still be in him. He can perform right after we come back to London and we rush out of London to come and get full treatment or full recovery, because his doctors will know his health history. So they will be the best people to treat him, knowing that, okay, this is Shattawale's health history. They will be able to treat him quickly. Personally, I told these organizers, and now let me tell you something about these organizers before we even move on. The whole organization of this concert, there were a little bit of issues here and there. Because one, I've seen a press release that has the name or the brand of Bizzle Entertainment. To the best of my knowledge, and they themselves, they know that I would always do anything to protect everybody in this space, my artists and partners as well. They know very well that Bizzle Entertainment was just a shadow promoter for this event. Bizzle Entertainment, it was just, or the brand Bizzle Entertainment was just a shadow promoter for this particular event. The event had 8 main people behind it during the event. They were the people calling the shots. They were controlling affairs. Bizzle Entertainment was just a shadow promoter. So most of the decisions, they were not taken by him. And this is no lie, because Bizzle is aware. Of course, there were so many things that he was not even comfortable with in the planning of the event, the execution of the events. That is a different conversation me and him we had. But let's put that aside and pay attention to the main focus. So, at every point in time, because we know that he is not the one calling the shots, because we know that he's not the one controlling the show, most of the demands and the needs, we were not even going to him, because he did not. He did not have the power to do it. So those people, we were also in touch with them. We were in touch with them. So when it happened like that, we communicated with them first. That, bro, this is the situation. Our star is not well, but he wants to still perform. Can we get him airlifted to Wolverhampton on 4th? And this was a discussion, I think, on Saturday or Sunday before the, so like a week interval. A week interval. It was Saturday or Sunday before we had that conversation that because he's not well and time is approaching, he still wants to perform. Can we make arrangements, get a chopper to airlift him for about maybe 3 or 4 passengers? Myself, him, and the girlfriend, and maybe any other person. Then we go quickly, go and take a rest till the event day. So we perform. We could even go on 3rd or something. Or even if it's in the same 4th, we just have to go early and that will be fine. The moment this conversation went to them, they saw it like a luxurious demand. They saw it like something that was not necessary. They saw it like something that they could not, or they were not even ready to discuss. So straight ahead, They told us, no, they can't do this. Now, listen to this. If something is going wrong, and when you are doing events, all these things are things that you need to pay attention to. Emergencies, force majeure, and all those things. When you are doing events, all these things, they are things that you need to consider. Pay attention and don't ignore. You think that the demand we wanted for the artist, Shattawale, was luxurious. That is how you think. But we saw health and life in that. And I'll come to this luxurious thing because I know Ghana people are interested in just that. They are interested in just that, luxury, because they are not ready for the main conversation. So that's how they are talking about it. So we said that, guys, let's do this for his health, let's do this for his life. And that, they show he'll come. Straight up, they told us no, they can't. So it was later that they realized that, oh, if they say no, then it means the show won't happen. That was when they started reasoning. So myself, with Bizzle, CEO, I was in touch with him. We were trying to see if we could get something that could do this. Interestingly, all these people would go and look for chopper prices and they'll send it to us. They'll go and look for chopper prices and they'll send it to us. Meanwhile, all Shattawale was looking for, all the team was looking for is that go get a thing booked, show us reservation booking, and that's it. We are done. They were not ready. They will go and send us the prices, like to mean what? We should know about the price and pay or whatever. So this called for the cancellation. Now before that, we spoke with one of the partners, and this one, once again, the main people who were behind the show, those who were controlling the show. We spoke to them that, guys, if you cannot do this for us, then it means the show can't happen, because the health of the artist and his life is more paramount to us than any other thing, than any other amount in this world. So if you guys cannot do this, then in short, we just have to cancel them. This was communicated to them the night before the next day when the press release came out. So later, when I saw statement from Bizzle Entertainment saying they were not communicated to, I laughed. I laughed because, as usual, he had been in the dark throughout the organization, so he didn't even know what was happening. And that is how come he would come forward to say he didn't know. Because me, I was in touch with him, like we were talking. I was telling him that, Charlie, it is a situation that we need to clear. If you are not able to clear, this is what will happen. And of course, they told us they were not able to clear. And it happened like that. Now, when people ignore all the beautiful things that we put in the press statement and they only concentrate on luxury, I laugh because even if it was luxury, Shattawale as an artist deserves it. Even if it was luxury, Shattawale as an artist has worked extremely hard and that he deserves all the luxury in this world. In fact, he even said it in one of his songs on God, that yes, we know he believes in luxury and that most people are hungry. That was the rhyme he did. He did luxury rhyme and hungry rhyme. And I now understand why people are so mad, because of course, those who don't understand he lives luxurious life, of course, we know what it means. Luxury hungry. So obviously, the hungry ones will understand why he's living in luxury life, and that has become what? An issue of contention. Like for real. This has become an issue of contention. Someone's life and death. And you think that if Shattawale, something happens to him, any promoter's money will be worth it? You think if something has happened to Shattawale, Sammyflex will be free from family attacks here and there? You think if something had happened to Shattawale, even fans would forgive me? Like, would I be able to sit here and work because the guy was sick and I still forced him to go and sit in a car, drive 4 hours to Wolverhampton to go and perform, and something happened to him? You guys have no idea. And again, because we know people who are making all the noise and fun about this, because we know that you guys always pick the less important things, in the press release, we decided that, okay, we know what we've spoken with the organizers. To us, they could not meet our demands. There was no need for me to come and say he was sick, because I know the way everybody has picked luxury as an issue out of this press statement. If you had put him sick, it is the same thing you guys will pick. Oh, Shattawale went to abroad and he's sick. Oh, Shattawale is that is what you guys will be picking instead of picking the main thing out of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, as it stands now, we want everybody to know that me, Shattawale, even thinks that I treat promoters so soft. That's what he thinks. In fact, he wants me all the time. He thinks that when it comes to promoters, I deal with them in a way that makes them feel so cool. Now, then I told him that, yeah, I see it business. Because if someone comes to us for a show and the person is a promoter, the person is coming to do business with us. So why not? Let me, ever since I came into the business of Shatta movement, when it comes to events, I am always in touch with the organizers. It's like I'm always part. Every show that we've done. Sometimes I go to the grounds where they are doing setup, put this one here, put this one there, put this one there. I am doing that. Those who have become some of these shows will see me. Our last show before we traveled, Kumasi, it was like that. I went there, no, the barricade, don't put the barricade here, because I know my artist and I know what happens around him. You don't know. So when it comes to advice from me, if you take it to help the event. We went there and they had their barricades, far place, Bizzle, no, bring it here, put monitor here, put this here, put the security here, put it. That's what I've been doing. And Shatta always tells me I'm being too soft with promoters, and if I'm not careful, they will put me into trouble one day. Yes, some of these things, sometimes they come up. Sometimes they come up. Trouble here, trouble there, out with promoters. Now, let me say this finally to end it. I am so proud that I said my artist has luxurious demands. I'm so proud. In fact, I'm not hiding it. I'm so proud about it. And do you know why? My artist has worked so hard to be successful. Shattawale has worked so hard, extremely hard, to be successful where he is today. He's not just a musician. He's done his best beyond music, owning businesses. He has his shaxi. He has his real estate going. He has other investment that he's chasing every day. Remember, he went to Kenya some time ago. What he went to do was not music. He went to sign a business, something to be unveiled soon. So with what he has done with his life, where he's gotten to, he deserves all the luxury he wants. So all those who are out there saying this, saying has worked. So if you are a promoter and you want to do with him, you should think about that. His rider, in fact, it is luxury. We went to Kumasi for the show, where he sleeps, what he eats, everything, how he moves, everything should be considered as such. And I'm not shy saying it. So if people, well-meaning people who are to read the press statement and pick the important things out of it, can only pay attention to luxury, and I see post online, luxury press release, like, yes, he's living a luxury life. Go to his house. He's successful. And I won't hide it. I'm so proud to talk about it. He's not poor. He's not struggling. He's not like the ordinary artist who might be struggling. No, he's not. He's very fine. So you guys should understand it. On God, he said it. You know, I believe in luxury. For this industry, many are hungry. So luxury and hungry. Are you hungry? That's why you feel jealous about his luxurious life or what? Guys, so this is the full story. As you have to know. In the press release, we couldn't put any or everything in there. For the organizers, I know they have their own homework to do. Because so many things were done wrong, and I'm saying I don't want to go into that. It is their issue. It is not me to go and do those digging. No, it is their issue. They'll solve it. I know they'll solve it. The rest, we are ready. Shattawale is always committed to his event. Any artist in Ghana who does promotion of events more than Shattawale, can you point one? You can't. With Shattawale, if you book him for a show, he promotes the show. In fact, with Ghana Music Awards UK, ever since the event started, the event has not gotten the kind of promotion it got this year and the kind of attention it got this year because of Shattawale. He goes all out to promote any event that you book him for. So if or when he deserves something or he demands something for the show to go on successful and you ignore it, then it means that you are not ready for him. then it means you are not ready for it. In fact, when we even made this first demand, we were expecting the people to say that, oh, Charlie, we understand he was not well, but maybe because of financial constraints, can we even do maybe just in? Then when after the show we see he's fine, then we can come back on the road. If they had even suggested it, it would have made sense. But if you go into demand and the question or the answer is outright no, if you are Shattawale, you won't do it. Sometimes it's easier to talk out there, but maybe even if you were Shattawale, you do worse than he's doing. We understand. He has to do it. He is who he is, as a matter of fact. This is the story. Those who care to know, take it. Those who want to remain in their ignorance and in their agenda of always pushing negative on the brand, it is up to you. My name is Sammyflex. Just so you know, we are back.
What up, my people? I go by the name T-Ram, aka the stylish rapper, aka Conshon, aka Fire, aka what I say, BBB. You're watching Davcadotv. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. Alright.